So, go to the country.
Go to the country. Said.
Yeah, have a good time.
It's beautiful.
It's really nice.
Strategically worry about insects.
Yeah, it's really nice. For people
Super nice. Enjoy the garden now, too.
People that love mosquitoes, that mosquitoes love, it's really, really good.
Okay, here you can take your thing off because I'll do this.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah, we'll just continually swat.
Okay.
So, there's only a few mosquitoes in the room here.
A few hundred.
I've been working for the last half hour
There's just a
to get it down to there's only like 100 left.
That's just this
That's
room.
this room. You should,
Our room
you should
is
see our bedroom.
a swarm.
Because our bedroom is the garden room, which is separate from the house.
Yes.
So
Okay.
we're having a great time in the Santiniketan.
Love it.
Yes,
Santiniketan.
Yes, Santiniketan.
Ooh,
Why are they landing on my backpack?
mine too. I think mine are inside the backpack.
Okay, so anyways, we got up this morning.
We got up and went to the train station.
Yeah, got there a little early,
We didn't know which platform we were going on.
which made us kind of worry. You know, like it was going to be a difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
And we rode on the train. Okay, so anyways, let's focus, people. Come on, people, focus.
Yeah, so we
Let's
waited
do
for
this.
2 hours, and found our train, and got on relatively quickly once it came in.
Stupid.
And we had an interesting train ride. Had a sway to the train, kind of
Shimmy. It's a shimmy
a constant.
train.
Ouch! Wow, that one hurt.
Yeah.
Like needles. So we got on the train. It's like a 3-hour train ride.
Uh-huh. And it was pretty easy, though.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't a terrible thing. It was actually interesting to see everything go by.
We saw a lot of interesting things on the train.
We did.
We got.
It was more interesting just seeing the vendors, and
We bought some biscuits,
we did.
which are just basically chocolate chip cookies.
Nobody can focus, man. I'm just.
Yeah, but I think they kind of cleared out for a second here.
They did.
We got
Look at that one going right on the lens.
mosquito
Oh,
whisperer. Go to my room. You get in the middle of the night, you're just gonna hear. So,
okay.
George and Nepali
Yeah.
were gracious enough to allow us to come to their house out here in the
Down in the
country,
country.
which is actually a super nice place
Yeah.
with a lot of cool antiques, and they have the most beautiful garden area.
Man, it looked like what I said. I said it's like Indian Country Home Magazine.
So, very gracious to do.
Yeah.
But we've got a little mosquito issue. I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah.
So we got here. Once we got on the train, we met our driver. What's his name?
So we're thinking- Yeah.
Narayan.
Because they said go see the tribal villages and just spend time out in the country in the garden.
So yeah, we were thinking that we were going to arrive at a train station that was out in the country.
Yeah.
It was noisier than downtown Kolkata.
Yeah.
And we've had some crazy driving experiences in Kolkata, but I think it's even, like, I don't know.
Well, it
Yeah.
seems like the drivers
It's
in
just-
Kolkata know how to drive in Kolkata.
Right.
These guys here, I don't know that they could drive in Kolkata. Because you saw the word Volvo today
Oh, that was
get
scary.
closer and closer and closer. This big old honking bus that we pulled right in front of it. Did you
Really
see?
slowly.
Volvo. And they're not auto rickshaws here. What are they called?
They're called Totos,
Totos
which are basically an electric powered
rickshaw. And they're everywhere.
everywhere.
And the streets are narrower here.
Yeah.
Because
And
more
there's more
rural.
people on it seems.
And yeah, and it's a college town.
It is.
University, one of the
Yeah,
most
big.
famous universities.
Yeah.
And so there's kids everywhere on bicycles on top of that.
Not really paying attention.
And yeah, and these tiny little roads and our
Especially at
driver.
night, because the bicycles don't have any lights, so the driver just has to flash
Yeah.
his lights, so he sees
So,
them.
Let's back up just 1 second though.
Okay.
We're having a hard time focusing here. So we got up. We don't have a lot in our flat back in Kolkata to eat because we're coming to the end of the trip. So our supplies are dwindled.
Yep.
So we thought, oh, no problem. We'll just have a little bit of yogurt. Did you even eat anything this morning?
I had a piece of pizza.
Okay, you had a piece of pizza. And then you thought, we'll eat something somewhere. So we get here,
Yeah. George said when he meets you, he'll take you to somewhere to eat that's safe.
safe, and it's a
Friend of mine.
George.
Yep. He said he'll
Great
treat you.
place. Treat you well. Now the place actually looked pretty cool inside.
Yeah.
It actually was kind of a mix of Indian
And African.
and Maya ruin
Yeah.
type place. And the food, not our style.
No.
It wasn't very good, honestly. Now I don't know if it just wasn't good because we don't like that food, or if it just wasn't very good. Because we can eat anything.
It wasn't good.
No, it wasn't good.
It was weird. They gave us a cup of rice, and then he put like this scoop that had the essence of caramel,
Yeah.
but it wasn't sweet.
And it wasn't caramely.
It was just a sauce that had that caramely a note to it. You can't even explain it other than caramel.
But that wasn't the worst part of that meal. So you said 3 Coca-Colas.
Yeah.
Sorry, no Coke, just Sprite. Well, you wanted some caffeine because you were feeling
Yeah.
you like you're dragging.
And there's Sprite. I just don't like Sprite either.
So he goes, "How about fresh lime soda?" The guy did. We're like,
Which
"Sweet."
we've had and we
Which
love
we've
it.
had, and it's really good. And he goes, "Sweet or salty?" He said sweet because they make it salty also.
Yeah.
So he brings these things out.
And it looks like there's Alka-Seltzer in it.
It's
It's like shh.
bubbling from the bottom.
And you're all, ooh, big chunks of lime in there.
And
I love lime.
it was the grossest, saltiest. Imagine drinking from the Salton Sea, the Great Salt Lake.
Here's what to me it tasted like. You got water out of a rusty pipe. You got sulfur water out of a rusty pipe. If you ever go to Ashland, Oregon, there's a thing called the Lithia Fountain in Ashland, Oregon.
Yes.
And that's exactly what the water tasted. That's stick a straw in it and maybe drip a little squirt of lime in it.
It was gross.
Disgusting. And I kept telling him, "Is this sweet?" He's like, "Yeah, sweet, sweet." I'm like, "It's salty." "No, it's sweet."
And so I was a little jealous when yours first came because yours was cloudy and I thought, "Look at all that lime, it's going to be really tasty." Mine was clear.
Yeah. I just had more sulfur.
Mine tasted the worst of them all.
Yeah. You had more of the rusted pipe essence.
So that started off our time.
Where are these coming from?
Hell.
Oh.
From the pits. So.
Just hit yourself.
Yeah, really hard.
So we got, and then our driver,
Yeah.
who doesn't speak any English
No, or Hindi.
or Hindi, which we can kind of communicate a little bit in Hindi,
But he speaks Bengali,
but he speaks Bengali, which is just totally.
which seems like everybody here does.
So we hop back in the car and he brings us over here and he's like, "Okay, rest, pick you up at 4." And we didn't know if he was like saying pick us up at 4 for tomorrow,
To take us back.
to take us back, or today. So we're like, yeah, 4 o'clock. Okay. So
After some like 2 hours of sitting around, we kind of went,
They locked us in.
"Look, lock the gate."
They locked the gate. We couldn't get out. We didn't have a key. So we were just kind of literally just sitting here.
beautiful gardens.
Beautiful.
And the place is
Gorgeous house.
Great place. It's just got a little mosquito issue.
A little.
So we sat around for 2 hours. He came at 4 o'clock and we hop in his car, not knowing where we're going. I can't even remember where we went.
We went to
What, tonight?
As soon as we got back in his car at 4, what did we do?
Yeah. So he was like, he said, I'm gonna take you to Santiniketan, wherever we're at. Santiniketan.
Santiniketan.
Santa's Kittens,
Santa's Kittens.
which is a very famous place for this guy that won the Nobel Peace
Yes.
Prize.
Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore. Won the Nobel Peace Prize in Literature. He's considered the Bard of Bengal.
Okay. So there's your history. So he takes us to like this craft fair thing going on.
In the
First-
trees.
First
And
of
it wasn't
all,
even like he asked us if we wanted to go. He just stops the car and say, okay.
I'm not a big fan of craft fairs.
Yeah.
Second of all, I just didn't like the feel in there.
Yeah.
Third of all, I was feeling a little hangry maybe.
You were.
I
You were
was
very
I
grumpy.
just did not want to. I didn't want to be where we were. I would need to eat some real food. Just was not.
I knew there was no real food and.
So
So
finally,
we were.
and Amanda just was jonesing for a real milkshake. Not gonna find it here. But anyways, you were still wanting your Coke.
Yeah.
So he finally found us a little stand on the side of the road that sold Cokes, and we got some water because the water here, we were like, oh good, they left bottles of water, but it was
They're already pre-opened.
Pre-opened, so
And
we
refilled.
don't drink that. So we got some water, which is good. Oh my goodness.
It's gonna be one night. Hey,
Um,
guess what? It's almost 7 o'clock.
You can go to bed soon.
It's not gonna get any easier.
It's gonna be a rough night. So then he drove us around after that. Because it was like,
Well, like
first he said, I'm gonna take you to the village. Because in that DePaul he said, guys, you can go out and see the villages, the rural village, and really, feel that culture. It was like, okay, so he said the village, which ends up being the craft fair in the woods that went on for like 6 miles, and people dancing with
pots in the head.
spittoons on their head. And then,
So then we're like, you're like, let's get you something to eat because
yeah,
can
you
see
were
that it
super
was
grumpy.
not-
I thought, we're not gonna have a good night.
And so, so I'm like, I just want some butter naan, garlic naan, noodles, something we can munch on. And so we're like, can you get us some naan? He's like, naan?
Huh?
You're like, butter naan, garlic naan, naan.
And he kind of went,
Mm.
and we started driving. He started to pull into a place kind of slowly a little bit, and then he just, so we're thinking, okay. He's thinking about it.
But we didn't know what we're doing. It's like he pulls to this place that says, tourist,
He just said
Tourist-
like
tourist
something
complex.
Kimar or something.
Kamar tourist
And he was like,
complex.
but even before that though, because it was just a sign, said
Yeah.
like Mangal Kabar, and I'd seen it on the map before, so I'm like, okay, he's taking us somewhere. Then he pulls into this thing that just said tourist complex. And he's like, hello, Tagore's right song. They're like, his song is here, his something.
So the guard comes up to us with his book and makes me write my name and my phone number
Yeah.
and sign it.
So we're thinking we're going to some cultural complex to see something
So
amazing.
we walk in this building, and there's a check-in desk.
It's the hotel lobby.
Room 4, please. So we walk out of there, and then we're like, well, where do we go? Oh, well, look, and there's some guys going, look, ha, duck,
Yeah,
duck.
because Indian duck.
Duck,
Indian
ha.
duck.
And we're like, good, ducks. Never seen ducks before. So now I'm like, oh, this is just great.
Then we walk past a little building,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that's got to be something famous. I'm gonna take a picture of it, and you guys are gonna be jealous when you find out what it is. It was just part of
It was
the
room
hotel.
7.
Yeah. And then we started to walk down. We thought, oh, looks interesting down there. And then the guard comes running.
Because we still don't know where we're there.
Starts pointing over here. Oh, that was dead.
Yeah.
So we go into this sterile looking room.
But we said, hey, can we see the menu?
You know what we found on the menu? Some Chinese
Chinese
food,
food.
which is a lot of the Indian restaurants have Chinese food, which actually makes us happy because we like Chinese food. So we ordered some chicken chow mein and chicken fried rice.
Yes.
And then I got happier. But
And
it
it
took
was
a
good.
long time
Yeah,
to get.
but it was good.
It did.
It wasn't, it was not satisfying, but it was good.
Yeah.
It didn't make you go like, oh, that was a good dinner. You just went, okay, I
Okay, I
had
filled
food.
my belly a little bit. Now Steve's not gonna be as grumpy.
Yeah.
Got back in the car. Now it's getting dark.
Yeah.
Drives us to what was that? What did we?
Then it was,
What was the place where we went to the showroom?
that was the actual Amar Kumar, whatever it's called. The name of the place we turned into.
But it's like, showroom. So we went to the showroom. It's basically a tourist shop where you can buy handicrafts and, oh, there it is.
There it is.
Here comes what we've all been waiting for. And we left there because they closed the doors.
Whoa.
Whoa. They closed the doors on us.
It was cheap though, the trinkets that they had for sale in there.
Wasn't bad.
It was nice.
And then he followed up to drive us around in the dark, pointing things out in Bengali, in the dark.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I was looking at in the dark.
We're kind of like in the Berkeley, Humboldt University section of India. It's all the revolutionary people went to school here.
Ow. Oh, where did I do that?
So,
But anyways,
which brings us back here. We walk in the front door. They closed they've got like shutters,
yeah.
which they leave open all day. Walk
There's
in.
no actual window panes.
No, there's no window, there's no glass. We walk in. It was a mosquito fest.
It was swarming.
Yeah.
Mark walks into his room, which we're in right now.
And it was swarming.
It had so many mosquitoes in it. Then we went into our room. It looks like a mosquito factory. And I'm sorry to Polly, there's blood on your walls
Yeah.
from all the mosquitoes I just smashed.
Oh, it's bad.
Now we do have these mosquito thingies, but I don't know if they're doing anything.
I think they're empty.
That
That one's a
obviously
little,
has
but
been-
there's no light in it.
It has been spraying something on that.
Yeah, it's up on that light there.
So I'm looking forward to,
How we're gonna sleep tonight. I'm already figuring on making a tent out of this blanket. The problem is that they're never big enough here. Same thing back at the other place. You move and your sheets come off the bed. And I killed a great big spider.
yeah, that was a nasty spider and it went squeech.
So I think one of the problems, I'm knocking them down and they're finally getting back up.
So the other problem is we don't have a train ride for tomorrow. Confirmed.
And we don't know where we're eating for breakfast.
We're
We
not
have no
eating.
I
food.
don't think we're eating tomorrow.
I'm eating it at 10 p.m. tomorrow night.
We're gonna be eating chips and biscuits tomorrow. And we'll find some chai probably.
And then we start packing.
But this is one of those nights of like, you know when you have a storm and your power goes out and you're like, might as well just go to bed.
This is one of those nights though that you remember forever.
Mm-hmm.
And you laugh. So remember the time?
Later. We'll laugh
Later.
later.
If you could see how beautiful and picturesque this house is,
It's
where we're
gorgeous.
at.
It's really cool. The floor in here is amazing, right? It's got this antique, looks like a pebble tech type
Yeah.
floor, but it's perfectly smooth. This is a very expensive finish on this floor.
Yeah.
The building is cool. Like George said that he bought this place and it was
A
his
basket case.
work, a basket case of a dump. But they've done a lot of work on it.
Yeah.
And just gorgeous antiques. They're collectors of antiques. George buys a lot of stuff at auction.
Yep.
Or he's a pirate, one of the two. But probably a little later. But no, it's just stuff we walk in and they got some of these antique musical instruments.
Sorry.
that-
I don't want to smash them on the wall too much.
Well, see, I did,
We
you
did.
know.
That's the
I
only
know,
thing.
because,
So Polly's gonna go, oh, who stayed in this room?
yeah.
So,
I guess we're just gonna fight it tonight and we're gonna get some sleep and tomorrow it's gonna be a beautiful day. We're gonna walk around
look at that one.
Shanticaram.
It's on the table, still trying to fight for its life.
Kill it.
The fight is real, the fight is over.
I really wish we brought our electric swatter.
Oh,
We would have had so much fun.
We gotta pull out another one of these rags if we can find it.
Yeah, you definitely need a rag. Mosquito rags.
If not, I'm pulling the curtains out.
Oh.
You did lessen
Oh, got it.
the damage here, so.
Yeah, it is getting under control.
We didn't turn on our fan.
Okay, so tomorrow
Oh, that's right, we're
you
still
should get
listening.
a report back from Park Street.
If we make it.
It's going to be a good, exciting adventure tomorrow. I know it.
Yeah.
It's not going to be. We're in India, but it doesn't feel like India. I don't know what country we're in, but it's not India. It's not the India we know.
We're in Mosquito, India.
Oh,
Mosquito.
Or as our driver says, mosquito.
Mosquitoes. Mosquitoes?
yeah, in your car. Look at them down there now. See, they're starting to back again. Are they coming under the door?
They must be.
I moved that curtain. They might have come from behind the curtain.
Sneak
So,
attack.
all right.
Okay,
We'll just lock
bye.
it.
Hopefully you guys can get some sleep.
Yeah, you too.
All right, so I have no clue what time it is. It's sometime in the middle of the night, and I'm just tired of sweating. So I looked in this cabinet and found all of DePauli's sheets, and I've kind of made a sheet for it. So I'm hoping from tying off to these chairs that somehow I can just keep mosquitoes off me and not sweat. So I guess we're gonna find out. We'll check in a few minutes. Either I'll be back talking to you, rethinking this, or I'll be asleep.